In terms of weird, corrupt sports stories, NFL's got another one. The NFL is investigating another gambling story. And Zay, this one involves the Indianapolis Colts. It is a kick returner and cornerback named Isaiah Rodgers. I'll admit I did not remember who Isaiah Rodgers was. For possible violations of the gambling policy. Here's the little technical part, though. Zay, the account that they looked at was opened under the name of an associate of Rodgers. You've been talking about cousin what's-his-name for a long time now.
Cousin Avery, man.
And how you got to be careful.
Gotta be careful.
I keep asking the question, are they properly going through the details with these guys of what they are and are not allowed to do? This goes back to 2018 when the Supreme Court changed the way the betting discussion went. The NFL moved on it. The NFL changed. Right now, the NFL has 3 agreements with sports books. 3, kids. Y'all have seen those commercials, right? With Jamie Foxx. That's one of them. It's what? It's Caesars, MGM, and DraftKings, I want to say is the 3. Maybe FanDuel's one. Mm-hmm. But they have 3 major agreements. They have commercials that run all the time during games. But these players are supposed to understand exactly what they can and cannot do. So this is an associate of the player. So if I just know somebody and then they're going to start monitoring their betting and they catch a bet or two, and in this case it is 100 bets.
100 bets, like $25, around $50, like in between there.
Yes.
About 100 times.
About 100 bets. They said one bet went up into the 4 digits, but most of them were. But one was like 25 to 50, right? And some of them were on Colts games.
Oh, fam. You're betting against Sam?
Some of them.
Kick him out the league, Roger.
Some of them
Kick
were
him out the league.
On Colts games. The question is, how close is this associate? Does it make sense that we would think this person doesn't bet? Because obviously you don't want like the agent of a player. The agent, family member, they could get inside information. They could get a call on a Wednesday or Thursday and go, oh man, Matt Ryan's hurt. When he was the quarterback there, right? Oh man, Matt's not playing this week. Oh, so-and-so's not playing this week. Use that inside information, throw down a bet. Now that's been happening for years, I'm sure. But the difference right now, Zay, is because they're in business with the gambling folks, the NFL now has companies that they use to monitor all of this stuff. And that's what the players need to realize yesterday, because more and more of them apparently don't understand that.
Yeah, I mean, you're betting against your team and Jeff Saturday's your coach. I can't knock it because, what do you say there? Like, what do you say there? You know,
Touche.
I can't knock the brother. I really can't.
Whatever you do, bet against the Colts. I'm not telling you what to do, Cousin Ed, but Jeff Saturday's our coach, man. Did you see that?
I pray he didn't bet on any games that Sam Ehlinger started. Please, that just for my sake, I hope he did not do that.
Jeff who? Jeff Fisher? No. Jeff Fisher would be bad. Jeff Saturday is our coach.
Wow, man.
Dude, this is just...
Yeah, kick a boy out the league, man. You can't be doing stuff like that, especially after the Jameson Williams thing, after the Calvin Ridley thing, which we know the Jags came up on that one, but come on, bruh.
And this
is a bad look.
The other thing I don't get is you got to learn how to draw those lines. Anybody around you, if you know somebody's into betting, either do not give them any information or you've got to educate them on what they're allowed to bet on. Look, man, I'm an Indianapolis Colt. You get that, right? You cannot, listen to me, you cannot bet on Colts games. And you can't bet on the NFL. Say it back to me. You cannot bet on the NFL. Here's a rule I didn't know, Zay. We asked about the other day. NFL players are not allowed to play daily fantasy if money's on the line. Any amount of money.
Yeah.
And they're not allowed to play season-long fantasy and make more than $250.
Right.
If your prize is $251 and an NFL associate, player, staff member, whatever, if any of those people are involved, if they win $251 million, that's technically illegal for their agreement.
Yeah, I get it.
So they have got to do a better job at times of making sure all these guys know. By the way, this dude, Isaiah Rodgers, is taking the responsibility. He says he didn't mean to do anything wrong. He says he didn't mean to, he didn't mean to put the Colts in a bad light. He's going to take responsibility for it, and he hopes to be back very soon.
Nope. Well, I'll tell you, Isaiah, you're going to be getting a call from a very popular former wrestler in Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, because that's the league you're going to be playing in next, where you probably can bet and they won't give a damn. They'll look the other way while you're playing. You probably could bet in the second quarter. You just return the kick, maybe bet on the next half. And the XFL, that's how wild it is.
I cannot believe you used that to make an XFL joke. Damn.
I'm just saying, Isaiah Rodgers, you out of pocket, bro. Like, you remember how they did my man Brett Favre wrong in the NFC Championship game, Bounty Gate. You know what I'm saying? And some people don't even think that was that bad. Like, hey, a little money on the side to give Brett Favre out the game. I think the fact that it was Brett Favre, them boys got in trouble, including the defensive coordinator. But come on now. Like, you got to see examples of people's mistakes before you, Pete Rose.
Rodgers said, quote, "The last thing I ever wanted to do was to be a distraction to the Colts organization, my coaches, and my teammates. I've let people down that I care about. I made an error in judgment, and I'm going to work hard to make sure that those mistakes are rectified through this process. It's an honor to play in the NFL, and I have never taken that lightly. I am very sorry for all of this."
Now, what if he bet on the last game of the season because he knew it was at stake for the Houston Texans? Like, ain't no way these fools are going to beat us. They're trying to get the number 1 pick. Let's put this faux digits on the line
Oh,
now.
my God. Can you imagine if part of why they caught him was the Lovie Smith thing? That'd be fantastic. That would be fantastic if Coach Santa Claus screwing up that last game just as a knife to the gut for the team that was about to fire him. If that's what got this guy caught, that'd be crazy.
You know Isaiah Rodgers telling Cousin Avery, bruh, we gonna win this game. We gotta win. They're gonna try to lose. They want the number 1 pick. They gonna try to lose.
Just go through the logic in your head, man. Us to cover. It makes total sense.
Oh, yeah, that got him. That got that brother. Now
funny.
He's going to be playing in the USFL.
Oh, my God. All right, so there's your NFL corruption story of the day. The question really becomes, Calvin Ridley's been the biggest name I think we could talk about. Jamison Williams is certainly a up-and-coming name. We haven't had a monster name get kicked out of the league, with all due respect to Ridley. Are we going to have that? Because these names have been pretty small. Lesser guys. You may have heard the name, but it's not a big name. Yeah. What I wonder is, first time somebody's big old left tackle that matters to him gets kicked out for 6 games or more, I think that's when the discussion will really start to happen at the NFL office level.
Oh, the greatest player of all time in basketball had a gambling problem.
Is that right?
Yeah. Good thing there wasn't social media where you could put bets online and stuff like that, because who knows what would have happened to Mike. And a lot of people, conspiracy theories out there, talk about him not playing those 2 years going to play baseball because he would have gotten in trouble and that would have been bad for business for the NBA, according to David Stern. I don't know. That's what people say. I don't know. Pops got whacked. Who knows? The mob. He maybe owed some money. Whatever.
Michael loved baseball. I keep telling y'all Michael loved baseball.
True. He did love baseball.
He had a dream.
He did. He
had a dream to play baseball.
But there's players in the NBA that have that MJ, I don't have a gambling problem, I have a competitive problem. And they going to slip up. They going to slip up. It's just a matter of time.
Oh, man. They just need to focus in on college football. Just bet on college football. I think they're allowed to do that.
At home.
At home. College football at home or at Wendy's or at Whataburger or at McDonald's. You're allowed to do that.
Even if you live like 5 minutes away from the facility, don't risk it.
No, don't.
That's too close.
Even walking to don't do that.
That is too close. Like, get far away from home, Jameson.
Do you have a desktop at your house? Only bet on that. Do not bet on your phone, just to make sure. Don't do it on a trip or anything.
Can't believe these brothers. Somebody said Tony from Blue Chips.
There it is. Right? Exactly. Now I get that reference.